Abbas Sayed, just a quick housekeeping items. This webinar is supposed to be interactive. You all are in a muted format right now. However, if you would like to speak, you can always raise your hand and unmute your microphone so you can have an audio conversation with him, which we highly recommend you should do. Or equally, you could post your questions in the chat box, which I will be happy as a moderator to take over these questions and read it on your behalf. My name is Ali Jafri. I will be the moderator for this webinar today. And audience, please be informed that we are collaborating with Hyder TV in Toronto, and this webinar is going live on their TV channel as well. So as far as the recording is concerned, yes, we will be sharing the recorded link once the webinar is done. And one last thing, if you have any questions, if you want to ask the question in Urdu, feel free to ask it in Urdu. So, however, the presentation is going to be in English, but feel free to ask the question in the language that you feel like to ask. So with that note, I would like to proceed and formally hand over to Mr. Abbas Ahmed Abbas Sayed. So welcome, Abbas Ahmed Sayed Saab. Please, you may proceed now.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. So today's topic is home care essentials protect your home. Simple habits to preventing costly damage in your house. If you do a simple, preventable home damage, most costly home issue can be avoided with regular care. Top risk factor is water, fire, and air problem, cost the most expensive repairs. Value of simple habits, routine check and maintenance save thousands in future repairs. The first thing is winter water pipe protection. Shut off outside water pipe from inside first and leave the outside tap open to prevent freezing. Most common thing in these days, people just turn off the water from inside and they don't open the tap from the outside. The water stay inside and it freeze up and the pipe burst. When you are going away, so make sure your main water shut off is always in off position, unless you have a heating uses with the water. Individual shut off valve, if you have heating with the hot water, so individual shut off valve you have in your home for your kitchen, for your washroom, so that should be turned off and leave the water off in the winter time if you are leaving home more than 24 hours. Regular pipe replacement, the main cause is usually happen on a water damage is your toilet pipe, the one is going from the pipe to your tank. And that's cold water all the time in that. So usually all the pipes, they come with the 1-year warranty, but I will encourage you guys to change every 5 years to change those pipes. So that's, otherwise, if you are not home and any water burst, by the time you get home, it's gonna be a big damage. So just small stuff, it just take care of your problem. Washroom caulking maintenance. If you have in your house standing showers with the tile underneath, if you have with the base, you are okay. But if you have the base with the tiles, with the square tiles or octagon tiles, you have to do the caulking on the sides every 4 years to replace it. Take it out and put it back, a new one. Sump pump preparedness is, if you are living in those areas, in Milton is around 80% of houses are low-lying areas, so you have a sump pump. You should carry one sump pump all the time in your house, because you never know when your sump pump is going to give up. And recently it happened in one of my friend, and their sump pump gone, and the whole basement was flooded. So just to prevent this one, just keep it. It's not going to go rot. You just keep it with you. So if anything happens, you can replace it. Basement and foundation inspection. Look for the cracks, watermark, musty odor, or early warning signs. So these things should be done before winter. So you have an idea what's going on with your property. Annual roof shingles check. Inspect shingles for curling or damage to prevent leaks. If you see your shingles start to curling up from the front, so that's the first sign you have to look at it. Benefit of early detection. Yes. Device safety when away. Unplug chargers, toasters, irons, and small appliances before leaving home. Do not leave any, because everybody have now these days, the telephone charger is plugged all the time. When you are leaving more than 24 hours, you should take it out. Keep fridge, stove, microwave, and furnace plugged in for the safety and function. Electrical panel management. Clearly label all breakers for quick identification during emergencies. Ensure the electrical panel is always accessible and never blocked. The smoke and carbon dioxide maintenance is very important, because you see the smoke, but you cannot see the carbon monoxide. And that is very important. You cannot smell, you cannot see. So you have to have on every level now these days a CO detector. If you don't have it, you can buy it. It's plugged in once. You have to have on every level of your house. Seasonal equipment maintenance. Drain gasoline from lawnmower just before the winter, and snowblower at the end of each season. So that prevent your lawnmower and snowblower to last longer. Appliances cleaning routine. Move fridge annually to clean behind and underneath, preventing dust buildup. That way your fridge work efficiently, and it's gonna last you longer. Garage doors. Sometimes you see your garage door start to making noise. So there is a special lubricant for your garage doors. Use that one. Do not use any other stuff in that garage door opener. Routine home check. Regular inspection help catch issue early and avoid costly repair. So you have to check all your appliances and electrical sockets and everything if anything is wrong. So if you catch it fast, then it's not going to be more expensive to fix it. Water and fire risk prevention. Most expensive damage are caused by water leak and fire hazard. Address them proactively. Value of annual maintenance. Consist keep up safety and long-term. And couple of items I'm gonna add it up here. Change your furnace filter if you are living in 1,800 square footage home and you have 3 stories, you should change your filter every 3 months. If you are over 2,000 square footage home and your basement is rental, you should change your filter at least 2 to 2.5 months. Because if your basement is rental, upstairs you living is 2 families, and that's gonna be benefit for your furnace. And the furnace filter, you should get it at least MERV 10. MERV 10, it just capture all the small dust and particles. Then the regular one, do not look for filter upfront cost. You got to use a good filter to keep your furnace running long term. And that's all I have for today. And if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much, Abbas. It's up. And folks, now we are open for Q&A. It was a short and quick presentation. However, as I had mentioned earlier, it will be more interesting if we can make it more interactive. So you can either raise your hand so we can unmute your microphone, or we could equally read the questions that you have inserted in the question box. So let me go to the question box. We have the first one from Brother Muhammad Ali. Can we change our sump pump ourselves?
Yes, you can do it if you know if you gotta be a little bit of at least 20% handyman to do the simple change.
I have a follow-up question
there's
with
another
that.
one from Rasib. Is there any annual maintenance for water heaters?
If you have
Sorry, repeat the question. I was on the mute. The question is from Rasib. Is there any annual maintenance for water heaters?
If you have your own water heater, then you have to call somebody to come and then clean up your residue, because especially in Milton area, there is a hard water. And the hard water build up underneath over the years. So I always suggest people to take it as a rental, because that way you don't have to spend every year 50 or 80 bucks to clean up because you cannot do it by yourself. You have to call somebody professional to clean up the tank.
Thank you very much. And I'm quite intrigued to see the timestamps on the questions that are being asked. There are 3:13 p.m. So we have another one from Brother Junaid. Can you name at least one of the garage lubricator? Can we find in Home Depot or other
hardware store?
Yeah, hardware stores.
Yeah, you can buy it. It's WD-40, just only for garage. So that one is a thicker one, so it will stay on your bearing and a long lasting. You just have to do it once a year, and that will last you for a whole year.
Okay, we had a supplementary question from Brother Muhammad Ali about the sump pump. How much it cost, and any specific brand you recommend?
From my opinion, is you have to buy a good sump pump with at least minimum of 5-year warranty. And it will cost around 300 plus, including tax. So you are worry-free for at least 5 to 10-year warranty. One is much better than a 2-year warranty.
Great, thank you very much. And we have one from Sister Shireen. Can you please repeat the name of the filter for the furnace?
Furnace filter, you have to look at the rating on the filter. It says MERV rating, MERV, MERV rating. MERV rating starts from 4 to 13 for home use. You cannot put more than 13 MERV in your home because otherwise it's going to put a stress on your furnace. So the best MERV rating for the home is 10.
Is it based on any square foot size for the standard home?
You have this is all depend on your home furnace. Some have different size, so you have to look at it. But you can buy any MERV, but do not buy a less MERV because less MERV is not that effective than the MERV 10. MERV 10 is actually just catch the dust, fallen pad dander, mold, improve air quality, but they can also restrict airflow if you go more than 13. So my advice to you is MERV 10, you have to get it.
And if you have, we have a relevant question from Brother Hassan Raza. If you have a MERV 8, then when should we change the filter? Still 3 months or earlier?
Earlier.
Earlier, how earlier?
Try to change, if you have MERV 8, try to change it with the in between 2 and 3 months, anytime. Max, you can go 2.5.
Yeah, okay. We have another one from Brother Muhammad Ali. He said, my fridge has started making noise. Can you repeat what needs to be done? I think you mentioned in your presentation here.
At the back of your fridge, at the bottom of the fridge, there is a plate with a couple of screws. Once you take it out, that one is behind, underneath, there is a fan is cooling your compressor. And that area, because of the fan, it catches dust. And then the dust build up all the time. So if you clean that one with the vacuum, or if you have a blower, you blow it out and make that condenser free of dust, then your fridge start to get better performance and it's going to last you long.
Thank you very much. Another one from Brother Sayyed about the standing shower with tile base, what we should do. I believe I missed the details you mentioned.
Okay, so the standing shower on the every 4 corner on the bottom, you have a caulking around it. So the caulking is last 3 to 4 years. So my advice to you guys to just take out the old caulking every 4 years and redo it again. So that way you can stop that water to seep inside your base, and then eventually you're gonna see it on your bottom, on the ceiling, the watermark. That's the main cause of your shower to leak.
Okay, thank you very much. Brother Ali is asking, in bathroom shower, tap is leaking. What should I do?
The tap is leaking, and you have to check where you turn off and off the controller, the hot water and the cold water. That cartridges gave up. So that if you have a moan, you can get it. You take it out the cartridge, take it to the Home Depot. They're gonna give you a replacement for free. If you have other brand, so I don't know if you can get it from the manufacturer or you have to buy it.
Okay. From Brother Muhammad Ali once again, any effective tile cleaning material that you can recommend?
Yes, this is the most important thing. The most of the house I see is they have multi-use cleaner. In this country, you don't have to buy the multi-use clean. You want to clean your tiles and grout, you have to buy grout tile and grout clean. You want to use the grease cleaner, you have to buy specifically for grease cleaner. You want to use your toilet cleaner, you have to buy the toilet bowl cleaner. Do not buy those multi-use cleaner. They are not effective. And you, from my point of view, you are throwing out your money for nothing.
Okay. And by the way, any recommendation about how often should we get our ducting clean in the house? I mean,
2 to 3 years.
2 to 3 years.
Yes, 2 to 3 years you should be doing your house duct cleaning. It's good for you and good for the kids if you have it in home. So 2 to 3 years is a good time to clean.
Okay, and folks, as I mentioned, you can always unmute your microphone. I'll be happy to unmute you guys, and you can always ask the questions as well, as we are doing multi-streaming through Hyder TV. And so we have different questions coming from all across. Another one, when renovating a house basement in Halton region, what basic electrical and plumbing rules should homeowners know before starting work?
Basic electrical, if you are building a house, if you're building a basement, legal basement, the basic requirement is done on your drawing. On that drawing, when it goes to the municipality, they will confirm you, okay, that's how they confirm you, okay, this drawing is passed, and that's how it's going to be worked for the whole basement will be done. And everything is gotta be done by the professional. So you cannot do it by yourself. So every step, when we build the basement, every step has to be confirmed by the city inspector. And that's how you save and worry free.
Thank you very much. And there's a supplementary on the basement. What are the common mistakes people make during home or basement renovations that later cause problems with permits or inspections?
People try to cut it out with the municipality, and then later on when they got problem, so city comes, like let's say you make a basement, one room and a washroom by yourself, or you hire somebody without any drawing or any permission. When this municipality find out, they will come and they inspect. So what they're gonna do, they're gonna ask you to rip out the whole basement, almost like 50% they ask you to rip it out. So it's better to do it legally than later on you're paying double money.
Okay, thank you. And we have another one from the duct cleaning, the chat bot from Muhammad Ali. Duct cleaning can be done in $100 or $500. Whom should we choose for?
Both of them are almost the same. The duct cleaning should be cost around $200. If you are doing it for every 2 to 3 years. If you are doing it every 10 years or 15 years, then it's gonna cost you more. That's how it's, when they come, they check, and then they will go. And go for a well-known duct cleaning company. They are more reliable and they do the good job.
Okay. From Brother Ali, how many basement renovations have you completed, Shava?
Oh, I don't.
Last 15 years, I've been counting.
I don't remember. Maybe around 15, 20. I lost the count, basically. Yeah.
Okay, how can I know if my roof shingles need replacement?
When you see, go outside, when you see from the shingle, if it start curling up from the top, from the front, the edge of the shingle is start to curling up, that's the time you have to think, okay, now we have to replace now you start thinking. It is not gave up that time, but that's the first sign you see on your shingles. If the shingles is good, it's all flat. But when it start to give up and you start to curve from the top like this. So this is the time, that's how the water seep in, and then you have a trouble.
Yeah. Thank you. One question from Brother Mir Arif Ali. Is it possible to make illegal basements legal without demolition or start from scratch?
No. As far as I know, because if you want to turn your illegal basement to legal, you need a windows, bigger windows, escape windows, you need electrical done according to the ESA, you need the plumbing done according to the municipality standard. So all that stuff has to be done. So everything is running behind the walls or under the floor. So it's got to be ripped apart.
Okay, we have one from Brother Azhar Nakwi. How to fix watermark on the roofs?
Watermark on the roof, if you have flat roof, you paint it. If you don't have a flat roof, you have other kind of roof, it's a popcorn ceiling, you have to call somebody professional to do the popcorn fixing. They will come and then they fix it because you won't be able to fix the popcorn.
Okay, thank you. Another one from Brother Ali again. How long will the basement renovation take for an 800 square feet?
It's a starting point from what point, if you are looking at it, you need at least a month or 5 weeks to deal with the municipality to get your permit. And after that, it's at least 6 to 10 weeks to finish a basement.
6 to 8 weeks. All right, thank you. From Brother Sayyed, do we need city approval for external entrance for the basements?
Yes, because that one is all done if you are doing properly and legal basement. So you need external, and if everything is done in a drawing and approved by the city, then you can do the external entrance.
Thank you very much. And another one is during renovation, what signs tell a homeowner that electrical or plumbing work is not being done safely or correctly during any major signs?
There is no sign, because if you are doing it legal, if whoever is working in that basement, if they dig the floor for the drainage water, unless your inspector come and then let you know, okay, you can close it, you cannot do nothing. There is no sign for anything, so you can notice it, because most of the people don't know about anything. Sorry to say that, but in this country, everybody should know a little bit and try to use the legitimate item. Don't look at upfront cost. Okay, I can buy this tap for $40. Why should I pay for more for $150? The $40 worth of a simple tap, when it's gone, you don't have any replacement part for that. But if you are buying a legitimate one, you have a replacement part free of charge, so you can fix it by yourself.
All right, good. Another one on the chat box. What kind of electrical work can we do it by ourselves, and we should leave the rest for the professional?
Any electrical work, if you don't know anything about it, is better not to touch it.
Yeah.
It's better not to touch it because it's dangerous. Or if you want to do it, if you know where you want to work, you better go downstairs, turn off the breaker, and do whatever you want to do. If you know anything. If you don't know about electrical, so please don't touch it.
Yep. And one from Bernas and Raza wanted to ask about the cost to repair or correct the eaves drop. Any estimated charges you could provide? Well, that's more.
It all goes to the linear feet. So when the guy's gonna come, he's gonna measure the whole area, and then he's gonna talk about, okay, this is many square linear feet, and then they will charge you according to the linear feet.
Oh, okay, that was eaves drop. Okay. Brother Muhammad Ali, my contractor asking me to install temperature control separate for the basement. Is it necessary?
It's not necessary, but some people have dual thermostat. So they can, if they want to do it, one on the top and one on the bottom, so they can control for the basement and they can control for the upstairs. This is possibility.
All right. So we have Brother Muhammad Ali and Brother Ali. Keep on dropping more questions. What is the difference among vinyl, laminate, and hardwood flooring? And which one is best for the basement and main floor?
Vinyl laminate is very thin, basically. It's good for basement. It's no water damage on it, but that's not long lasting, basically. And for the basement, I'm not gonna say you put hardwood on it because that's gonna cost more. So better to go with now these days there's a new, is the water resistance laminate flooring. Is 15.3 millimeters thick. That's much better than vinyl floor.
Good, thanks. From Brother Junaid, is heat pump more effective than regular HVAC?
Yes, this is the new things now, and heat pump is more effective. And I think now these days the government giving you a little bit more incentive on that, so you can use that in government program for a heat pump.
And from Brother Sayyed, what structural changes we can do without city pre-approval?
The structural changes, if you are if you are adding something, if it's attached to your house, you have to have a permit. If you are making a little shed, it should be 9 by 9, because if you go over 10 by 10, then you need a permit for it. And it's easy to get a permit. If you want to go a little bit bigger, it costs you maybe $100 to get a permit, and then it's much easier and less headache for you guys.
Yeah. And there are two questions on the heat pump. First, what is heat pump by Brother Muhammad Ali? And second, from Brother Sayyid. And the cost estimate for the heat pump?
The cost is a little bit more than furnace. The heat pump is basically it's heating your house and cooling your house it's both thing in the AC and the heat is both integrated in that one. So the cost effective is maybe around $2,000 more than what the regular stuff is. But if you combine both together, if you have to change the AC and a furnace, then if you combine that one, it's almost the same thing. And heat pump government is encouraging people to go to the heat pump because of cost effective, less heat, less maintenance on it. So that way it's much better to go for a heat pump if you are willing to.
Okay, thank you very much. And said Brother Muhammad Ali again, maybe it's a supplementary of the same heat pump. What government incentives are being given? I mean,
government is a different incentive there. Sometimes they give you $2,000 or $3,000. So you have to look at it, what type of incentive the government is giving you. It's mostly come on a fall season, basically, those incentives, because the heat is coming, it's cold, like weather is changing, so the government wants you to use the heat pump instead of using the whole heat with the gas. So that's a combination, right? So
all right, thank you very much. And one from Brother Ali. The difference between GFCI and normal outlet, and which one is good?
GFCI is ground fault interrupter. That's the one you see in a kitchen and in a washroom. Wherever the water is available, like close to the water, that should be GFCI. And you will see in between there is two small push buttons in there. One it says reset and the other one says test. So as soon as there's a little bit of water splattered on that area, that GFCI is turn off for the safety. The regular one, you throw water, your breaker is going to turn off, not the regular receptacle.
All right, thank you. And a supplementary one from Brother Ali about the indoor paints. All of them are same for like ceiling, wall, windows, door, etc. Or
no? The paint, whenever you want to do it, you have to use a good paint. You buy eggshell paint, is washable. If it's a little bit marked with a cage, you can wash it, wipe it with the cold water, and it lasts you long. Instead of if you're using a cheap paint, you are doing it every 2-3 years. If you buy a good paint, it lasts you 6 to 8 years without any problem.
okay, back to the heat pump. Also, I'm not sure if it's a question or comment from Brother Sayyid. Heat pump also, heat pump also do a fresh air circulation?
Yes, there is. Your furnaces take the fresh air from outside, and then it just mix it. A little bit of from outside, a little bit of from your intake, and then it give it to you. So heat pump is exactly the work same way, but the heat pump is one unit is providing you heat and a cold.
That's good. From the chat box from another user, any seasonal maintenance required for the driveways?
Yes, every 2 years you have to bring your driveway sealer and roll it. And I won't prefer rolling it with it's easier to do roll it. Use the squeegee to spread it on your driveway so it lasts longer. The rolling is look good, but it's not that effective like the squeegee. So you are spreading from all over your driveway. That would be much better.
Oh, great, excellent. From Brother Hassan Raza, can you recommend any good paint or name it?
You can go for Benjamin Moore or Sherwin-Williams and buy the eggshell for your house. Color is your choice. And please, if you want to do it yourself, buy the nice roller and nice brush. Because if you are buying a paint, expensive paint, and you are using the roller and the brush from the dollar store, it's not going to work.
Any specific details about the brush, what they should look for?
Where you buy paint, same place you buy your roller and a brush.
Okay. From Brother Ali, which pot lights are the best and cost effective?
All the pot lights are same. Now these days there is a color temperature changes. Used to be you buy 27, like some people like a little yellowish light, some people like white light. So now there is new pot lights came with the 5 CCT, so there is 5 switches, 5 setting of switch there. And the 27 is the yellow, then this goes 3,000, then it's 4,000, then it's 5,000, and 6,000. The higher the number, the brighter and the whiter the light is. The lower the number, the yellowish light you're going to get.
Thank you very much. And from the Junaid, I recently painted my room, but somehow I don't like it. Do I repaint over it or I do it from scratch, like remove old paint from the primer?
No, you don't have to. You cannot remove from the wall the paint, basically. So if you don't like the paint, if it's a dark color, I prefer you prime it first, a good prime, and then do the 2 coat of a paint. Don't do 1 coat. 1 coat is not going to work out in any light paint or darker paint. So you have to have 2 coats in 1 row, in every wall.
All right. Then one from Brother Ali, bathroom and kitchen faucets. Good and cost-effective brand name, please.
moan, because the parts are available very easy. You don't have to contact the manufacturer. You can go to the Home Depot and get the parts for free. You take the old part and then they will give you the. Yep.
Okay. Bathroom and kitchens. And then what advice would you give to the homeowners to save money while still following building rules and safety standards in Ontario?
Money-wise, safety is money-wise. The one first thing in your house is every house have at least 10 to 15 bricks always in your plugs. And that every single thing, people have a phone plugs, wire is hanging, the charger is in a plug, is using your electricity. A lot of people think if I'm not charging my phone, I'm not using electricity. But the thing is, you have the plugs, the charger, the bricks inside is 120, and you are charging your phone with 12 volt. This one is continuously taking the electricity. So unplug all those unnecessary things. And I can guarantee you in one house, at least you save at least $10 in your every month in your electrical bill.
Great. And we have another one from another user. How often we need to clean washroom exhaust? Plus, do we have to open the exhaust for a certain period when we are taking shower?
Yes. The shower, most of the time your tiles on the wall, it get dirty, is because people don't use the exhaust fan. Exhaust fan should be left on at least 20 minutes after you take a shower. Because of that steam buildup, where is going to go? It's all tiles. It won't stick on a tile, it will stick on your grout. And grout is the one, it takes all the dirt and soap is come and everything. So please use, if you have switches, turn it on, 20 minutes turn off. If you are familiar with it, you put it on, timer in it. So 20-minute timer, you take a shower, leave it on, 20 minutes after, it's going to shut off by itself.
Okay. Thank you. And another one from Brother Ali. How important is the range hood in the kitchen?
Range hood cleanup is very important as a Pakistani foods.
Oil.
We have a lot of oily stuff, so should be clean from the front area or the bottom area, the open area. You should be cleaning at least a month, but the whole thing, you have to take it out the plates. If you have those new style range hood, you have to clean it properly. Otherwise, it's fire hazard. It's an oil buildup. You don't see it. And the other fire hazard is your dryer duct. At least once a year, pull out your dryer duct and clean it.
Okay. And I must ask this in order to us.
Yes.
अगर भी हम रोजाना निहारी बिरयानी और हलीम पका रहे हैं तो फिर कितनी जल्दी करना चाहिए? एक महीने का इंतजार साल का।
अगर आप रोजाना निहारियां बना रहे हैं, खा रहे हैं, तो उसमें आपको you will see it. You will see if you put your finger on your range hood underneath, you will see a oil. I seen it. A lot of places, there's a lot of oil buildup. So please use a grease cleaner. Do not use multi-purpose cleaner on those things. That thing is not going to work. It just look clean, but it's not clean.
Yeah. Any specific tips about how, as a layman, how do we clean it? I mean, like grease.
It all depends what kind of the
range
the range wood you have. Some of the range wood, their filter, you can pull it out. You pull it out, then you will soak it in a warm water or a nice greaser. You soak it in there, and then you will see a difference.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We have one question. One of the room in my house is more cold than the others. Any particular reason why?
It's the cold set and the heat is rise. So when your one room is on the house is cold and the rest of the room is a little bit warmer, so you should looking for attic insulation. Attic insulation is very important for your house. That's where you are losing your heat, basically. Don't think you have a ceiling in your home up and nothing is escaping, but that ceiling is escape, all the heat goes up and the cold set. If you have now these days, it's supposed to be in your attic, is at least 18-inch of insulation. That way, your house is going to be toasty warm. And now these days, the gas company is giving a $1,000 rebate if you do your attic insulation.
Okay. In the bathroom, caulking became dark and there are visible cracks. So what should I do from Brother Ali?
You should take it out, all the caulking, use the knife, exact knife, and then clean it up and put the new one. This is the sign. That's the sign is your water is going under your tiles, and then sooner or later it's going to leak on your ceiling.
Okay, there's a supplementary on the attic. How to change the attic insulation, and can I do it myself?
No, you cannot do it because there is a lot of stuff involved. You have to call the company. If you want to use the $1,000 rebate from the gas company, you have to contact them and they will send you the guys, the one who's working with them, and then they will come and then they assist, and then they will come and then they change the attic insulation, and then they just basically top it up. Because right now, the way the guys, whoever was the one who's questioned my room, one room, is I can guarantee you have maximum of 6 inches of on that area in attic insulation. You need 18-inch. I did it in my house 4 or 5 years ago. I used to pay for $135 for my heating bill. Now I'm paying $72 a month. So that's the biggest difference. Whatever you spend, you will gain it back within a year or two.
Any estimated cost for the attic insulation?
It depends on the house area. Like if your house is bigger house, then you gotta spend more. And if you have a smaller house, you have to. It's around $1,000, $1,500. It's somewhere around it, basically.
All right, from Brother Ali, in winter, it seems cold air is coming inside from windows. What possibly could be the reason?
The window is leaking. The window life is in this country is 10 years. After 10 years, they start leaking air and this. So you got to look at replacing your windows.
Okay, how do we replace the patio door screen?
Patio door screen, DIY, go to the Home Depot, buy the screen, bring it back, and then you can do it by yourself. That's easy. And they will give you all the information how to. There is a picture on that screen when you buy it. It will tell you what to do.
All right. Somebody's requesting that can Brother Abbas do a presentation to show a demo how some of these maintenance can be done by ourselves, like cleaning fridge, you mentioned, changing sump pump. I believe that's a good point you've raised. And we can certainly think about it. We'll put across your suggestions to the management at the Abbas, and maybe we can request the Abbas Bhai at a later stage to do some live demos if time permits. We'll certainly look into it.
Yes, we can do it.
Thank you. Thank you for the good suggestion. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one.
All right. So I don't have any more questions. Okay. It keeps on coming. In older house, asphalt is bad for health? What is
asphalt?
I don't know if I'm reading it right. If you could.
Asbestos.
Asbestos, huh? Sorry.
Asbestos, right? Asbestos is not good for your breathing. And in an old house, if you have it, you have to call that. There is a company, they just deal with that for that purpose. They just go and then they clean your house with that one. And then it's not basically, in Pakistan, we used to have it. But slowly, the technology comes, and then after that, they find out, okay, if you're breathing that air is not good for your health. So now in Canada, North America, everywhere that thing is stopped. Nobody can use it in the house now.
All right. About toilet leaking water around the base. What should we do?
You have to replace the inside gasket. You have to lift up the toilet, take out the toilet, put a new gasket in it, and then you can put it back your toilet and tie it back. That's the reason, main cause. And if your toilet is leaking from the tank, that's a total different story. You have a flapper is wrong. Your toilet flapper, you can go buy it from Home Depot for $10, $20, and then you can replace it by yourself. It's easy to do.
Yeah, now the question on the Muslim shower, is it safe, or is insurance going to cover it also if it leaks?
Muslim shower, I don't think so. The insurance is going to cover it up. But the Muslim shower, the most problem is the leak. Because the way we handle it, so it's 90% is going to leak within 6 months. If you are willing to put the Muslim shower, so you'll be changing every year, you change the Muslim shower. So when you buy it from Home Depot, or you especially order for hot and cold shower, then you need a plumber to come and then fix it for you. Those things are last longer than the regular Muslim showers.
All right, thank you. All right. So can get a second thermostat done for the basement? It has been finished.
Second thermostat in a
Thermostat for
basement?
already done basement, which is finished.
No, then you gotta how are you gonna put it on? Because you need all the wiring has to go inside the walls, right? So it's this kind of stuff. If you are planning to do all that dual climate, so then you have to have done this one before your basement finish, basically.
Okay, bathroom or kitchen sink clogged. How to unclog?
Bathroom and kitchen sink clog. How to unclog? Do not use Drano, please. Buy the specific brand of kitchen clog. Or if you are a little bit of handyman, you see on your bottom of your kitchen sink there's the P-trap there. You can open that one. Most of the time that's P-trap that is stuck with the some debris inside. So you can open nicely that P-trap out, clean it up and put it back, and you should be good to go.
All right, so we got another 5 minutes, but there are any more questions? Any further specific comments, Abbas, would you like to give before we conclude?
So everybody asked the question. Thank you very much. And just keep an eye on, especially on your water, the most dangerous thing, water, plus your carbon monoxide, and clean up your meter area, where is your gas meter? Do not let build up the snow close to that, is not good. And the carbon monoxide, you have to have it on your, these are the most common thing, because in the winter time, the whole house is closed. You can't open the windows. So your carbon monoxide and smoke alarm should be working 100%. You have to have. This is the main common thing.
Well, thank you very much. And that really brings us towards the end of the webinar, which indeed turned out to be quite an interactive experience. So thank you very much for all the questions that you guys posted on the chat box. And thank you very much, Abbas Ahmed Said Saab. It was an excellent presentation, and I could see the level of comfort when we started the Q&A, and it turned out to be a non-stop Q&A. And indeed, we are recording this webinar, so stay tuned on our website, which is dareabbas.ca, dareabbas.ca. We will be uploading all the recorded presentations on our platform, so stay tuned to it for recorded webinars, and equally learn about our upcoming programs, events on our website. So once again, first of all, thank you very much, Abbas Ahmed Said Saab, for giving us the time to deliver this excellent interactive webinar. And thank you all of you who participated in this webinar. So with that note, I would like to end and conclude. You all have a good day, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you have dialed in from. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.